we have got one crucial tip for every agent coming your way. Let's dive in. You know Viper's smoke orb you've been using? There's another great use for it inside your ultimate. Outmaneuver your enemies, stay safe, and take control. Brilliant, isn't it? Often, players get too impatient waiting for KILLJOY's ultimate and push into sight before it goes off. Here's a strategy shift for you. Try saving it for post-plant situations instead. This way, you can stall the retake a little bit longer and create the pressure you need on the enemy team. Don't waste a good lockdown when no one's around to feel its effects. Astra's fake smokes are a surprisingly versatile tool that often goes pretty overlooked. Consider these as another ability in your cosmic arsenal. Use them to momentarily block enemies' vision or to catch opponents off guard. You might sometimes feel like Astra lacks enough abilities, but here's the thing you need to understand. You can essentially use an infinite amount of these fake stars. Discourage enemies from pushing certain areas, apply fake pressure, bait opponents into peeking them, or use them to create wide off angles during a fight. Utilize this underrated trick and you can control the battlefield with a cosmic touch. Despite popular belief, Omen's ultimate can be a game changer when it's used right. Instead of teleporting to a far-off corner of the map, think about how it can assist your teams execute. Consider using it like a supercharged Jett dash. You're creating a diversion. The defenders will either have to shoot at you or your teammates, but remember, if you ult in a position that doesn't assist your teammates and it gets canceled, you're not gaining any value at all. Think strategically and make every ultimate count. Instead of waiting for Harbor's wall ability to end, you can right-click to cancel it early. This allows you to drop smokes faster when the situation calls for it. It's a quick move that can make a big difference in the heat of battle, and it's all about timing and adaptation. There are countless spots where you can throw his dizzy ability straight up in the air to gather valuable intel, especially when you're on defense. Feeling like a sitting duck? Not anymore. But here's the thing. To maximize Gecko's potential, you need to know these lineups. And guess what? We've got you covered. Over at SkillCapped, we have a comprehensive Gecko course with all these lineups for the current map pool and so much more. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, honestly, because at SkillCapped, it isn't just about agent mastery. We're here to refine your mechanics, to help you compete with the best of the best in Valorant. Our content is created and curated by top-tier players who've been in your shoes and made it to the top. And we're so confident in our service that we offer a rank improvement guarantee. If you don't see progress while using our service, you get your money back. So what are you waiting for? Check out SkillCapped today and let's climb that Valorant ladder together. Here's a trick that could add a twist to your gameplay. Sage's wall can be pretty crazy for stalling pushes. However, you can also use it to create sneaky little pockets that, especially in lower ranks, players often overlook. This opens up opportunities for some creative and unexpected kills. Surprise is a potent tool in Valorant, and as a Sage, you can use your wall in ways your enemies would least expect it. So, experiment with it and get those ingenious eliminations. When using Sova's ultimate, here is a crucial tip that you need to know. Try to aim it head-on at enemies, especially when they're in tight corridors. This limits their ability to strafe and dodge, which is similar to how you'd use a breach stun. But that's not all here. You can also swing your ultimate briefly during its wind-up phase. This unexpected move can catch enemies off guard and gives you an edge during intense fights. Sova's strength lies in his ability to control and manipulate the battlefield. Use those abilities wisely, and you can turn the tide of any game. A key aspect that makes Brimstone's gameplay different than other controllers is in the non-refreshable nature of his abilities, which he can deploy rapidly. This makes him an ideal agent for high-speed, aggressive rushes. Drop smokes, plant the stem beacon, and dive into the heart of the action. Interestingly, when you don't have Brimstone's ultimate up, it actually opens up an opportunity for you to change your playstyle here. Instead of holding back for post-plant, you're incentivized to get more aggressive, to take initiative, since after your utility is used, you've got nothing to play for. This can throw your enemies off balance and bring some extra spice to your gameplay. So don't see it as a downtime, but rather as a different way to exploit Brimstone's toolkit. A unique but handy trick with Yoru involves his ultimate, which you can cleverly use during eco rounds. Picture this: you bought light armor and your team manages to find a pick. Rather than play it safe, you can use Yoru's ultimate to retrieve the fallen enemy's rifle and then leverage this firepower to make a crucial play. Not all strategies need to be complex. Sometimes it's the clever and subtle ones that truly make the difference. Neon's mobility is a key part of her gameplay, and you can make it even more potent with this tip. As you're landing, try to practice sliding in different directions. By simultaneously tapping a direction key and right-clicking as you land, you can swiftly change your slide's direction. This swift, unpredictable movement can catch enemies off guard and can be the difference maker between a win or a loss in a duel. Plus, you can practice this trick in the pre-round to get the timing and movement just right. Always keep evolving your gameplay. When deploying Raze's ultimate, remember this: always be jumping. Why? Because players usually keep their crosshair at head level. By jumping, you significantly decrease the chance of being instantly headshot. Now, interestingly, there may be situations where jumping around a corner can be more effective than using a satchel jump. Why is this? Because you can fire your rocket faster this way. It's all about adapting your strategies to the evolving game scenario. So keep this in mind and you'll find yourself surviving longer and making bigger plays with Raze's ultimate. Phoenix's power is deeply rooted in his 6-cost ultimate. Here's the tip: aim to collect as many ultimate orbs as possible during each round. Why? Because if you manage to grab 1 or 2 orbs per round, you could potentially use Phoenix's ultimate up to 4 times and a half. That is a game changer. Use this approach and you'll be lighting up the battlefield in no time. Okay, here's something we've noticed. Players simply don't buy the operator enough when they're playing Jett. Here's our tip for you. Even an average Jett player can purchase an operator and potentially carry the entire game, especially in lower ranks. Why? Because Jett's mobility combined with the raw power of the operator can be a game changer in games. Don't shy away from using the operator as Jett. Take advantage of its power. Play smart, and you can control the outcome of your games. A powerful tool in Cypher's kit is his camera. Our tip here: use Cypher's camera as an advanced Sova recon dart, deploying it early in the round to gather crucial information. This not only helps your team make informed decisions about their positioning and their strategy, but it also has a potential to divert enemies' attention. Think about it. Enemies might be distracted by your camera, pulling their crosshairs away from you and your teammates. Use this tip to gather info and make entries much safer. For Reyna, if you find yourself needing to cancel dismiss in the open, our tip is this: do it while jumping, or optimally, while falling. Why? Because being in the air makes it significantly harder for enemies to land a killing shot on you while you're vulnerable, pulling out your rifle. This simple movement trick could potentially save your life and prolong your reign on the battlefield. Chamber's unique ability set can turn the tide in eco rounds. Here's our tip for Chamber. You should primarily aim to get guns down for your teammates, increasing your team's odds of winning the round. This doesn't mean you can't bait. In fact, if you're playing close with your teammates, going for a trade frag can be beneficial. But just remember, your main mission as Chamber should be about creating opportunities for your team. Moreover, if you have tour de force available, it becomes crucial to make impactful plays before your team falls. Chamber's kit provides him with numerous opportunities to control the flow of the round, so make sure to maximize its potential. The key tip for Fade revolves around making good use of C's, one of her powerful abilities. This ability is particularly strong when used in combination with abilities from other agents on your team. So, focus on creating these synergies whenever it's possible. Another crucial aspect to remember here is that C's can function effectively as a Molotov for stopping pushes. Fade isn't particularly strong as an initiator for stalling pushes, so it's crucial that you maximize the value of C's in your gameplay. When it comes to KO, it's essential to make the most of his fragment ability, or as we like to call it, the molly. The crucial thing to remember here is that KO's molly also affects players beneath it, which gives you an added layer of strategy and creativity. You can use this fact to your advantage in multiple ways here. For instance, you can stall or clear out players hiding in areas like B Tower on Fracture or A Hell on Ascent. So get creative with those molly placements. With Skye, you can gather instant intel right at the start of rounds, especially crucial when playing in lower elo where most teams tend to 5-stack. To use Skye effectively, try sending out a guiding light flash at the start of the round when on defense. This can reveal whether the enemy team is rushing your site. If there's no response to your flash, take this as a signal to rotate. Skye's intel gathering capabilities give her and her team a crucial edge in dictating the pace of the game. Finally, the key to making the most of Breach's capabilities lie in his fault line ability, or as we often refer to it, the stun. The crucial tip for using Breach effectively is to use his stun pretty much at the start of every round. This ability can help your team take control of vital map areas, and if the enemy team tries to rush, a well-placed stun can instantly halt their momentum. Remember, there's nothing the enemies can really do about it, making it a vital tool in your arsenal. And there you have it, folks. Crucial tips for each agent in Valorant. This game, it's a complex blend of strategy, teamwork, and mechanical skill. There's always something new to learn. It's a constant journey. That's where SkillCapped comes in. With SkillCapped, you're not only increasing your agent mastery, but will also bring your mechanics up to speed so that you can compete with some of the best players out there. Inside our extensive courses on our website, you'll find invaluable guides and resources to get you climbing the Valorant ladder. This includes everything from our comprehensive Aim God guide with detailed methods on exactly how to improve your mechanics to incredible courses that will elevate your agent mastery. And remember, SkillCapped is backed up by a rank improvement guarantee. And that basically means that we're so confident in the effectiveness of our resources that if you literally don't improve while using our service, you're gonna get your money back. And there's no questions asked. But that's enough from me. It's time for you to take these tips into your next match.